See everybody talking like they doing what we doing, but these brothers is rare and they ain't moving like we moving. And everywhere we go, when we walking, women choosing. Don't hate, it's alright. So don't hate, it's alright. So don't hate. It's
You ain't never run a band before, your band gon' sound like shit. I said you ain't never heard my band before, your band gon' sound like shit. Ladies and gentlemen, it's always a treat when the players meet. Welcome to Madam Zenobia, and I am your host with the most, the freaking deacon, Fat Meat John. You'll figure it out. Yeah. And tonight, for one night only, we got a special guest. So without further ado, we present to you two brothers that make it look easy and encounter two. Breaking facts. Black King Cole.
Hey, brother, this is my favorite part right here.
Fat So Black and the Sweet Black
Right here.
It's the new way, baby.
What up, though? It's Wednesday, Brother Butler. What's going on, baby?
Hey, man, what's happening with you? Talk to me.
Let's see why can't I hear y'all?
Can you not hear me?
Can you hear me, Butler?
I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay.
Can you not hear me? See, he got real fancy and
got no
funky with
sound
that
coming
music. Say, man, I don't know. You're gonna laugh because you can't hear me, but I'm kind of talking about you right now to the viewers. Hey, viewers, y'all hold on with us, man. We got some the technology is technologing right now. Knox can't hear, so they got me out here doing fancy by my lonely. But it's still a beautiful day, and it's still Wednesday, and is it Wednesday yet? So I'll just give some precursors until they can pop in. And we also got a guest that's going to be joining us. Adrienne Shawan is not going to be with us today because she's very important and has important things to do. She told us to make sure to tell y'all she love y'all. She's sorry she can't be here, and she see you on the next go round. But she told us we better still have a good time and represent her well. So is it Wednesday yet? And really, is it Wednesday yet about? It's about everything, and we just have a good time. So hopefully Knox will pop back in here, and then we can do a brief introduction, bring in our guest, and then we'll let the what I'm going to call, I don't want to say shenanigans, but we'll just let the show begin. I'll keep it straight laced like that. So we'll see what happens here in just a second. But let me do this. If there's comments, those that are viewing, hey, man, put 3 dots in there, put where you from, ask a question, make a statement, say something. Just tell me one good thing about your Wednesday today, and we can talk about that until we get cracking and moving in a real way here. Other than that, just want to say thank you. Give a shout out to the BS3 network. We can always support the network. One, by doing what you're doing right now is about viewing the show. 2, make sure you hit the like button, share it with others that's in your network, and then also go check out some of the other shows that are on the network. You'll find that there's a variety of things: sports, culture, some think pieces, things that go directly that may hit directly on things that you're concerned with that'll really help. So your spirit life, your finances, and your mental and your feels is something for everybody. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna do this. I'm gonna bring in our guest. Me and him will chop it up and then see if Knox can get the technicalities all squared away. So what I'm gonna do is bring in I'm gonna let him introduce himself. If not, I'm gonna just tell you this: good person, one of the smartest people, one of the most dynamic individuals I know. He's like my brother, for real. Me and him we've seen each other in all the facets of life. You know what I'm saying? Is a very wise guy, knowledgeable about the music industry. So if you have questions about that, he will be someone that you could definitely pick their brain on. And then we also have a real good time. And it'd be a lot of shenanigans going on. I done laughed a lot with this man. So until Knox can get here, I'm going to go ahead and bring in our guest. He got many names. He got many names. Mr. Old Age, we call him Divum, Mr. Anton Amalbert III. I just call him Big A sometimes. So Big A, 2A, or Double A. He got a lot of names because he does a lot of things. So I'm gonna bring him to the stage right now. All right, here we go.
What's popping?
Hello.
What's going on, brother?
Good man.
You know,
Say, man, what's that shirt you got on? Let's go on and get started.
What's let me stretch it out.
Sit down, man.
You got it? Did you get it?
I mean, that was enough, man. I'm trying to keep I'm trying to keep my spirits up on the show. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Nah, but that's an inside thing, y'all. He I don't know why he repped New York. Maybe he needs to explain that to me, because all I know is that he played his football in Texas. He got his education in Texas. I mean, he established himself in Texas. So I don't understand what about that is. What's that about?
Hey, man. Hey, man, you know.
Hey, no, man, introduce yourself to the people, man. Tell them some things about you. I'm just going to say, when it comes to the music industry, this man has he's done quite a bit. Things that you wouldn't think. So when we see artists on the front of the screen, artists out in the public eye, but there's a lot of individuals who are doing a lot of work to bring that to fruition, that has coached them. The music that you listen to, that sometimes we listen to the music before we listen to the words. We've had a great introduction to that truth here of late on social media, because I've seen some songs that we all were singing. One, we're singing the wrong. We singing the wrong dang lyrics. That ain't even what the lyrics say. Two, then we listen to the content of the lyrics, and the content of the lyrics are something that are quite contrary to our own beliefs, values, and principles. You know what I'm saying? So it's been very interesting.
Or just make up your own words when you sing the songs.
You know what I'm talking about sometime, but this gentleman right here, Divum Man, has done a lot in the industry in some of those quiet places to bring music to the forefront. He's worked with some nominal names, some nominal talent that you might or might not be familiar with. And then he also has his own projects that he's put out. So I'm gonna let him talk about that a little bit when you do an introduction to yourself and kind of what you've been involved in the music industry.
Oh man, that's a very broad thing to do.
Let me narrow it down.
No. I got it.
Okay. All right. Let's do it.
I'm gonna give it an old college try, huh? Amen. So I've always loved music, and when I was a kid, even before I could talk, I could turn on my dad's stereo system. But I guess to bring it into perspective, as far as what I do now, I am just a little bit. I'm a producer.
Plug.
I'm an engineer. I am a film composer. I'm an A&R. And I just try and change people's lives one project at a time. That's the surface of what it is. I'm a musician. I write. So, I help artists get to that place that they want to be. And that comes from me doing this for almost 3 decades. So I'm about 27 years in. That is also a testament of the people that I have the opportunity to work with, right? So
how about you name some of those individuals that you've worked with that you're comfortable naming and you feel like it's okay.
Let's see. I'm comfortable. And then when I say work with, that means I've performed live on stage with, I've worked in the studio with, I've mixed for them. They've bounced their album ideas off of me. And then, in some capacity, we helped them to create anything that I contributed to album wise, as far as what you hear.
engineering music as well.
I mean, that's a very big part of why we like songs and why they feel the way that they feel. Artists from let's see, Belial, Eric Roberson, Kenny Lattimore, Lettucey, Layla Hathaway, Show Underscore. Let me see. Blanche J, Brayla, Brett Baker, Kanye Doss, Fonte, Foreign Exchange.
Okay, there you go. Go.
That's
I just want you to toot your horn.
I gotta look around and see what I'm doing. So
I know I want you to toot your horn a little bit.
I don't like doing it. I don't.
Yeah, no, I remember seeing some document that had something to do with Grammys or something. What was that about?
I've been a member of the Recording Academy for the past 7 years. So there's levels to it, but at the one that I'm at, I vote. I'm one of the voting members on who wins Grammys. So it's something else that I do.
Yeah, just something else you do. Just something
else. Hey, I do the work.
Just do the work. Yeah, man. I was gonna ask Knox this, man, but I'm gonna ask you because this is your world. And I may have a choice, opinion or not on this. Man, what are your thoughts on these beefs, these recent beefs? So you have the one with Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole, right? And we'll start with that one because I think that's the one that kind of popped it off. And then I will ask about this new one, but nevertheless. So what are your thoughts on the Kendrick Lamar and the J. Cole beef?
It's somewhat nostalgic.
Okay. I feel you.
When Cat started to rap, if we take it back to the East Coast, like you knew what it was when you crossed that bridge, right? So, if depending on where you live, each camp was like, y'all can't, hold a candle to us, so forth and so on. And
that's the origin. I think that's the origin of hip hop. Right. It was battle rapping,
but it was, it was still amicable in the sense of you was able to go home that night.
He said, "Well, I think these dudes are able to go home."
It's the genuineness. Like, are we really doing it because we really have a gripe, and what happened to lead up to this point to where you feel like you had to say something on your platform of this magnitude, and now why is everybody jumping on board? Or are we doing it because it's a fad and we're trying to hold everybody's attention because technically our music has no substance?
Well, here's the deal. With these two, we know they have substance, right?
We do.
And they're constantly in this conversation about, obviously, which was referenced in, I guess, both songs when they talk about the big three. But, of course, Kendrick made a clear statement that ain't no big three. It's just me, right? So I'm curious because this your world and you listen to more music than me. What made Kendrick come out and just blanketly say, bump y'all, it's me? What, did something get said? Or have you heard anything through the grapevine on why this would occur? And if not, you can say, nah, man, I don't know. But, I'm curious from your take. Because, I've sat and watched you talk, deeply about different music, different artists, why, why, and how of certain circumstances. So I wanted to pick your brain on that, just from a personal standpoint.
But it's not like he's never done it before.
Yeah, but this J. Cole we talking about.
That's the one that surprised me.
Yeah.
He's been called out. If you even go back to his mixtapes, bro, he's been calling out cats like Jay, Kanye, 3 Stacks, Nas, Lupe.
He didn't call out no 3 Stacks.
Yes, he did.
It
wasn't.
He mentioned. I've heard him mention.
It wasn't
closely. I'm coming. I dug in. I dug in to say, is this a slight? He would mention them, but he would put himself with them. But it was coupled with a compliment. He was like, "Because I'm great."
You gotta understand. At that point in time, people weren't checking for him, and his first album wasn't out. Good Kid, Mad City wasn't out yet, so he was just a mixtape rapper. So no one gave that any validity. But if you don't keep up with that stuff, you don't like, oh, all of a sudden he's supposed to be, he been doing this. This is not nothing new.
No, I'm a Kendrick, because I'm a Kendrick Lamar fan. Like he warmed my heart when he hit the scene. I was like, because he
warms my heart.
Man, because he said something, and then his level of creativity with the English language to explain it. Like even on his features, the one he did with what's my man? That's from the East Coast. He went off on Dre real bad, and he's the one that exposed Dre. Not Dre, but what's the light skinned yellow highlighted dude? Drake. No, Drake.
Oh, Drake.
My bad. Yeah. And they did team up with they mixed selves, but that's a whole nother conversation. I don't know why that came out, bro. My bad. It might. Hey, I might be on to something.
Come on, bro.
I'm tired of these mixed dudes coming out here like.
Come on, man. We got to be Team Dawson, bro. Come on.
Melanin all the way. No, but Kendrick Lamar, the cat that went after Drake, and it kind of exposed that he had that baby by the stripper girl or whoever she was, an industry girl. What's his name, man? And he wore the dreads, and he used to have a brother that looked like a twin, and they was rapping. They was from Virginia. I think for
you're talking about the Clips.
Eclipse. One of the guys is Clips. One of them.
Pusha T.
Pusha T. Thank you.
Yeah.
So on the feature, Kendrick's feature on Pusha T's song, man, he went so deep and intricate. I thought like it make, I got a really good friend who is a producer, an engineer, he's an artist, he's a writer, he's a musician. His name is Antone Malbert, and he has forced me to dig into my creativity, to be on projects, which at the end of it, I really thank him, because it's beautiful when you get to hear something you enjoy and it's you, and you get to be a part of something great. But my point is, it made me not want to rap again, is what I'm saying. That's how, because it was math and calculus and statistics in his rap. I'm hopefully I can find that song or think of that song. I wish I knew the name right off the top of my head, but I don't. But he went into like breaking the key, 36 years, and the 36 turned into a hey. Man, turned into a whole nother. I mean, it was the math and the dynamics of it, and I was like,
"Who did this, Butler? Who did these lies you speak of?"
What I'm talking about, Kendrick Lamar.
Okay.
Don't like this. This look funny. Hold on, y'all.
I think it's supposed to be this one. Yeah.
There we go.
Big Face Hunters.
We'll put the guest in the middle right there.
Boom.
So
that boy said Big Face.
So Knox, man, welcome to the show, Knox, man. I know. I was having them. No, man, I was having them. You was having them. Technology be fighting. The only person came through like they supposed to was our illustrious guest. So, man, I've been on here just kind of rambling a little bit, asking him, about you all's industry. He's kind of went over and discussed, his background in the music industry, the things that he's created, people he's worked with, and things of that nature. And I posed to him, what you say?
I ain't did nothing.
What you say? Okay. He ain't did nothing. And so then I went in, I just posed him the question about what is his thoughts on the Kendrick J. Cole beef? The what, why, where's, and what fors about it. You know what I mean? I definitely would love your take on it as well.
So, surprisingly, I really don't have 2 cents on a lot of this. So, this is where I get to be the grumpy old man, right? And then Butler, we was talking about this earlier with like football, right? Like how the football we grew up on is not the football we are watching today, right? And so, like, close. I don't even
with this rap.
Like, here's my problem. If I gotta figure out who you dissing, it ain't really a diss record, right?
Okay.
Like, if you ain't being blatantly obvious on who you are talking about, right? I'm from the era of Tupac getting very upset and being real ridiculous first line in.
Can we cuss on here? We're not cussing on here.
You can.
I do my best not to.
Okay, I know exactly what I was.
But you know what I'm talking about, right?
That's why.
No, say what you want to say, because I want to know what you were going to say.
You know.
We're gonna be nice. We're gonna keep it PG-13.
So the fact,
we can be rated R, but don't be rated X. I'm sorry, Knox. Go ahead.
It's not gonna be gratuitous, but I have you. I got
you. You know,
did he just bring out this $15 word? Never mind. Go ahead, Doc. I'm sorry,
I'm from the era of like no Vaseline. You know what I'm saying? Like real diss records, man. So
real diss records. Man.
I'm not really enjoying figuring out who you dissing. I don't really got.
So are you saying that's the case in these two? Now in these two, I know. I think it was quite clear who was talking to who.
I mean, I think if you are, I guess, in that loop, I'm out the loop. I might just be old.
Okay, understood. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I just wanted to ask you all because I know y'all be in that world. You know what I'm saying? But this here right here is just taking on a life of its own. I think people are doing content where they breaking down the beef, going back to 81 when Kendrick was first born and who I'm serious, it's been real intricate. Now, have I went through all of them and reviewed them all? Nah. But I would just want to ask you all from that point of view. And I know we'll watch a video, man, and do a critique on the video later in the show. But I wanted to, since we had this musical brains in the building.
Scott took it back with no Vaseline. What was that? 91? Ice Cube?
Come on, man.
Hey man, listen, I'm from the no Vaseline era, bro. That's where I'm from. Like I remember like, and here's the thing, man, like, and this brings me back to we had a Mount Rushmore show, right? We had remember that, Butler? We had a month.
Yeah.
And I so much blasphemy. Cube has to be your West Coast representative. He at one point in time, bro, he was the hardest dude in rap music, and there wasn't a number two. You know what I'm saying? Like he was so hard.
Nobody that smoke.
Argument.
But I'm saying like the respect he had to go from West Coast gangster rapper to like now I'm running around with PE and the Bomb Squad. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like so I say that to say like, if you say Safe and what's the other one? What was DJ Quick this record? Was that Dollars and Cents? Or right? No, what was the one with?
I just listened to it.
I think it was Dollars and Cents.
Who was it by?
Don't make dollars. It don't make sense. DJ Quick, yeah, against MC8 took out the G because the G ain't in you.
Ain't in you, right?
Like those were diss records.
Now DJ Quick went hard. Yeah, he was. Yeah,
so that's what I'm saying. Like
get over that voice though.
Now, me and Butt, I mess with Quick. I like Quick. The another thing that I say I think the at least like the Migos and not Migos but Quavo and Chris Brown. So I think
you brought it up. That was my next one right here.
I think that's even a little bit more enjoyable.
Is well, yeah. First of all,
what you say?
I'm agreeing with him because
I think that one is more enjoyable.
The fact that Chris Brown is stepping out of what he normally does in regards to singing, y'all finna catch these bars.
And he cold.
And he nice.
So did
he could put out a rap album if he wanted to and sing his own hook.
Do y'all think Chris wrote his? You think Chris wrote his lyrics or he had a ghostwriter?
Listen, man, the fact that I don't even know if is that relevant anymore. Does that even matter?
The fact that everybody has them,
it matters to. I don't know who it matters to, but it matters to Eric. It matters to Butler
in the United States. Of Eric Butler.
Listen, we come from an era where it was blasphemy to have somebody else write your rhymes.
Butler Records, blasphemy,
or blasphemy, or Hey, dare to get caught using somebody else's rhymes.
Oh, listen,
Wow.
that was you blackballed yourself at that point.
They don't get like, these cats out here these dudes getting out here getting rich and getting paid. And I'm not gonna lie, Drake do it all the time.
Bro, they letting AI and Chat GPT write their shit for them. I mean, stuff. My bad, y'all. So yeah, it's just make it make sense.
I mean, here's the thing, though, right? Like at the end of the day, you know, once you get to that spot, your job is to maintain it, right? I mean, I feel like when you are that iconic, you know, Beyonce don't write all her own stuff.
Oh, she ain't wrote nothing in a while.
I'm saying
but we give that leeway to
R&B artists, right?
R&B,
but Drake is a singer, is he not?
Drake is we didn't. Well, how did we come to know Drake? Did we come to know Drake as a singer, or do we know him as a hip hop?
In fairness,
he came out as a rapper, but he's still not rapping.
In fairness, my homeboy Strickland, shout out Steve Strickland. Is a rapper, EMC. He's in a group with Master Ace, right? My homeboy Strick, Master Ace stay on tour. Like he stay on tour. They stay on the road, right? But Strick was the first person to tell me about Drake. He came to the club one night when I was doing Texture, and he never came to the club. Like he never, ever. I don't know why he was there. I don't know who he was with, but he never came to the club. And we ironically, this is the year before All the Girls in the World came out. A solid year. And Strick was like, yo, it's a dude from Canada who sing and rap, and he finna take over music. And I was like, he sing and he rap. And act. Well, he was just like, he sing and he rap. He about to take over. He's the next big thing. And
so let me ask you this. Hold on. Let me ask you this.
Wait, can I get two more?
Yeah, my bad.
Here was my point to say that. This is why I was saying this real quick. He's been singing and rapping from the beginning.
Facts.
That's it.
Okay.
I'm done. Go ahead, Butler.
I hear you. No, I hear you. So do we consider Nate Dogg to be an R&B artist or a hip hop artist?
Nate Dogg is such a reach. What are we doing right here? Because you're playing with Dead. I'm not going to even entertain you playing. R.I.P. to Nate Dogg.
Hey, you know what I almost said? You know what I almost said?
He's so dope. He doesn't belong in the category. To try and quantify Nate.
You know, here's the thing. Nate Dogg.
I'm not trying to quantify. I'm comparing.
You know who Nate Dogg is?
Nate Dogg is not a singer.
Nate, first of all, he is. He's a West Coast singer for sure. Nate Dogg is like Devin Hester, right? He's the last of his kind, and he went in the Hall of Fame. That's who he is. Like Nate Dogg is a gem. He's a national treasure because if you look, I mean, and it's funny because you've never heard Nate.
I'm trying to compare him to the categories that you're putting Drake in, because I'm saying Drake is a rapper and he is having people write his rhymes that he raps. I'm not saying he didn't have. I'm not talking about individuals writing his singing portions. You are a rapper.
Once people start writing, once you start having writers, bro, you got writers. I don't know what part of the game you trying to separate. Like he got writers.
I'm separating it. Can't nobody make that rule up for me, is what I'm saying is. Are you like, well, since he was helping me with the lyrics on this song, this singing song, he just went ahead and wrote my raps. So that means I have to change the rules which I've been following all my life.
Here's what I'm saying, though, right?
There are no rules. That's it. This is an industry that's forever changing. If you you're gonna fall off.
No, I'm not talking about a form of music.
Hold on.
I'm talking about the concept of if you're gonna rap, you write your own rhymes.
Let me piggyback on what Divum just said. What Divum was basically just saying is, right, like, how many albums does Drake have? Right, like too many. Right, too many to name.
Don't care.
Right.
No,
here's my point.
That man catalog is worth $500 million.
At some point, right, you have to bring in different minds, bro, because you're gonna get repetitive and you're gonna get boring. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just being professional. So I think once you employ, it's like saying if he got an army and you don't, it ain't fair. Well, don't fight him. He got an army. You may not want to play those rules. You may not want to go to war, but he got an army.
He got bigger tanks than us.
Yeah, but we talking about the
our arms too
what
short.
You say?
He got bigger tanks than us. I don't want to fight him no more.
Our arms too short.
His bombs bigger than our bombs.
No, but
man,
Butler, I'm saying as an MC though, Butler, right? Like, I get where you're coming from as an MC, but I'm saying as a professional, performer, somebody who has to, think about if people like DMX,
like he created an empire songs. Right, I got you.
You see what I'm saying? Now, some
but
people,
I'm just saying personally, don't I get to personally ping him for that myself?
I think here's the thing. I do believe you. I would say I believe you have a valid point in what you're saying, as far as like, yo, if he gonna do battle raps, they should be his raps, right? I can't argue that. However, like I said, right?
Well, then how you gonna say something if you just said you can't argue that?
Because I'm being real. I'm not.
Give me my trophy and let me walk away.
I can't, because you want to play old school Ronnie Lott football, and they ain't playing that way no more.
And listen, you can't hip drop tackle no more, Butler.
Yeah, Butler. CTE, Butler. CTE. We can't do that no more. Listen, CTE, Butler.
Man, you can't hip drop no more.
We can't do that no more, Butler.
We still run double dogs out where I'm from. We blitz it. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, that's why. Hey,
okay,
Butler,
I got you.
Once Butler found out wasn't no more two-a-days, he's like, I can't coach this. I can't coach no one-a-days. What is this? One-a-days. This Pee Wee?
We are not. Man, how are we going to get that? What we going to learn?
Somebody's hot.
Man, mandatory water breaks? Who? What? Hey, that's why kids,
where was they at?
Kids go outside, they get the sniffles, and they die. Because they ain't got no stamina built up, man.
This boy said, get the sniffles and they die.
Yeah, that's morbid.
Kids be in the hallways wheezing and going. I'm like, what's wrong?
Hey,
man,
listen.
When I was coaching, bro. Man, see, hold on. I got to share. People think I'm talking out the side of my neck. I was coaching, and I'm headed to the field. One of my players just standing in street clothes. I'm like, what are you doing? My eyes are diluted, coach. I'm like, your eyes are diluted. Your eyes constantly stay wet. That's what they do. That's what tears are for. What are you talking about? They diluted. And I just had to use context clues. I said diluted. What are you saying is my eyes are dilated and I cannot practice. What in the what's my man Tony Baker? What in the haberdashery and Google eyes are dilated?
Yeah.
And
hey, I got a question.
What is going on? Dilate, man. Kids too soft, stuff too soft, and we soft in the music industry because we letting. Hey, he said something bad about me. Can you say something bad about him, and then I go say it to him? Man, come on, man.
I got a.
It's just like Cat Williams just talked about this: stealing jokes, not writing your own stuff, not being your own producer.
Now hold on, that's different. Stealing, and having writers is different.
That's two different things.
See, Butler, you trying to make mashed potatoes. Them all gratins right there. Then you mixing them all gratins with them breakfast potatoes, man. They ain't all the same. They ain't all the same, big dog. You can't just mush all that together, man. I'm telling you,
man. Whatever. I'm saying
this is my
standard that we should have stayed to it, but nevertheless.
I'm not labeling this. I just want to know if you ever came across this, because I've only been involved with football for a short time. Did y'all ever play with or come across kids that were allergic to grass?
Football?
So see, listen. This is
Knox. You say so. Knox. You said that you and Devon have done. Y'all have done some projects together, huh?
You see this on my head? It's not going away from the question that was just asked.
Hey man, that was a real question.
I'm gonna let Antone take that. Cause maybe they did that in Temple. Maybe they did.
First of all, watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. Okay, there's some state championships down there.
I know it is. You know it.
Okay.
Ooh.
I do. No, I knew it was gonna stir him up. You see how quiet and he got back and he pulled his hand up like that. Yeah, he upset. He's like, "Watch yourself." I'm just, But Antone, what?
I know what them knees do.
So what? So was it? Were you familiar with anyone being allergic to grass?
Hell no. Listen.
Not ever in the history of grass.
In the history of nigga, What?
My man said in the history of grass, though. That's the coldest part right there. In the history of, he's so serious. Look at his face.
Man, I know. I had to give it to I mean this stuff.
He's
man,
so sincere.
Well, maybe you know what? Maybe the bar that I raised. Maybe
I was just curious if you ever.
No. I don't say who.
Yeah,
that's a made up allergy from the offspring of two parents who never went outside and did.
See. Here's the thing. I think I know it's a real thing, right? I know it's a real thing. Hold on, listen to what I'm telling you. It's just an example.
And you know what? You said
we are dinosaurs.
I'm finna go tell my
there's science.
It's not a real thing. Just because you say something is something doesn't make it something.
The doctors say it, man.
Doctors want you to get money.
Bro, medicine itself.
I'm sure people have a grass. You don't think somebody can have a severe grass allergy? All the things in life you could be allergic to.
Severe.
Man, I knew somebody that was allergic to the buckle, the button on their blue jeans. Y'all ever hear something like that? That's a real thing. I'm telling. See,
now you can. I know you can have.
You know what happened?
I do know you can have allergies to a wide variety. You can have metal allergies, food allergies.
Hey, New
York.
Why am I on
here? New York. Y'all talking crazy, right? Why am I on here?
Hey, New York City. I expected more from you, New York Cities.
First of all, we're not walking around.
They don't have grass in New York. They don't have grass in New York.
We're not allergic.
They don't have grass in New York. They don't have grass in New York, so it wouldn't even matter.
Oh my God! Hey,
bro,
they got books written about it. Come out the last tree in New York. They got books written about the lack of foliage and greenery.
See, this is what Butler. This is what Butler like to do.
Central Park is still a thing. What? Okay, we're not gonna act like ain't no grass and greenery in New York.
Man, that's all plastic. But anyway,
that might be the most. Is that not the most overrated part in the United States? Maybe possibly.
It's huge, but it's overrated.
History of the world, and it ain't gonna get into the history of that park. We'll leave that be for another day.
First,
hold on. Let's read the comment, man.
Allergic to grass.
He said, wait, let's read the comments real quick. We're going to get back to it. Okay, my baby bird is in the building. Lexus Butler says, I made it. Woo, thank you. Because you know why she late? Because she was working. Man, that's a working lady right there, man. She be getting it done.
Absolutely.
Let me see.
You know what? Fun fact, while you read this.
Hey, read that one right there, Antone.
I've been pulled in, niece. I've been pulled in.
The Lord did his good work on a Wednesday. Won't the congregation say amen?
Listen.
All right, tax lady, money. Yeah. That's what come to my mind now. Whatever Danielle popped.
Credit lady, not tax.
We was talking about
credit. Oh yes, even better.
Money.
That's the credit lady.
Are y'all aware that Jermaine Jackson did a diss song to his brother?
See, time out. Now we going. Now this is why you here. This is exactly why you here. Which brother? Which brother? Michael. Jermaine. This Michael.
1991. He put out a song called "Word to the Bad." He did.
Where's this record at?
Now I got. Now I know. I'm like, now I gotta go. Now I gotta go Googling.
We need to have a disc record party. We just need to have a party where we listen to disc records for about 30 minutes.
Oh, bro, it's a ton of them.
Mr. Jeff Gilligan, what's up, man?
It's a ton of them, bro.
Jeff in the building.
You got Drop a Gem on them. Mobb Deep.
But that's another one, right? Did they ever say his name? We knew who they was talking about.
They were talking about Tupac.
But did they ever say it?
But they didn't say his name. Now,
that's my point.
What about the Bitching You by Common?
So
wait a minute. So hold on.
Do you want to rank these?
I heard the diss too. Which diss is she? Is she talking about?
Talking about Jermaine
Jackson to Michael Jackson?
Jermaine to Michael.
So how she heard the diss? I made her, and I ain't never heard the diss.
Because you know, if it didn't get done in Wichita Falls,
she loved Michael though. She's a Michael Jackson fan because she didn't. I mean. She didn't, just downright got disrespectful with a parent behind Michael Jackson. She don't play about Michael. I'm serious. I pick at her about it, but I'm careful. I make sure there's enough distance away so I can, scare her off and hide. But she's serious about Michael. But anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry I interrupted, gentlemen.
No, I'm saying there's a track record in this industry of people, speaking their mind. Like the real MCs don't have a problem doing it. Hell, I mean, if we want to go gangster with it, Big did Kick in the Door, and he was talking about everybody, including the producer of the damn track, which was DJ Premier. It was about Nas, J. Rue the Damager, Raekwon, Ghostface, Pac, and Premier, all on one record.
Wait, what?
Yes,
I've never heard that.
He was, bro.
Why would Big diss the producer?
Good question.
Because he just bold like that.
No, he not. I'm not letting y'all do that. I'm not doing that with Big. No, I ain't doing it. Won't allow it.
You ain't gonna do it?
Yeah, no. I don't care what Google.
Listen,
I don't care what Google say.
Let me ask you this.
Who's the source?
Who's
the source?
Speaking of beefs.
Listen to the record.
Who's the source?
Listen to the record.
I've heard the record. I could rap the record. I know the record.
Rap the record.
I'm not finna rap Kicking the Door right now. We can do it after the show's over. I can't give Biggie my 2 minutes. Listen. I need these 2 minutes. But I'm saying when the show over, we can do it though.
No. You all right? Because if you'd have said it to me, I'd be like, I can't.
No. Listen, Big. Listen, man. I've Shock G almost put me out of limo. Damn near over my big shirt one time. I had a big shirt on. We was in Vegas. He was not happy about it. So when I tell you,
because because
Tupac, Loyalty, that was, you know what I'm saying? So so we this is a part. This is when I was performing with them.
Hold on, I want to add this.
He was not happy.
Man, I'm gonna tell you. Recently, I just heard Busta Rhymes talking about that he was going to have, he had a record that he was making, and it was supposed to have Biggie. It was Biggie, Nas, and Meth were going to be on the song, Method Man. Okay. And ultimately it never got done because they couldn't get in the studio together. Big didn't come up the day that Nas and Method Man was there because the elevator was broken. He wasn't finna climb no flight of stairs, and it was going to be a paid gig. He was like, "Nah, bump that 10K, man. I ain't doing it." But the point is, Biggie did his verse, and it was at Tupac, and he, Busta got that type of mind. He was reciting the lines, and he said, "Yeah, Big, I'm not putting this out." He said, "I'm not putting this out." That's how bad it was. And I wish I could find the clip, man. But it was. If I find it, I'll send it to y'all so y'all know my reference, man. But I'd always thought a certain way about Big because I felt like he never really went back at Pac. What? But now you're telling me, you're telling me he made a song where he went back at everybody plus Shock G, and now Busta is saying,
I ain't buying it though.
Biggie. What you?
I'm not buying the kick in the door thing.
Nah, oh no, Antone said that he dissed him, including the producer of the track.
Whatever.
Okay. Y'all don't understand, viewers. Y'all don't understand these two right here. They are connoisseurs of this space. So it tickles me that they are not in alignment with this. This doesn't.
And here's another. Here's another thing, right? Like, as somebody who has gone through the process of doing a record with Premier and knowing how anal he is, you know what I'm saying? Like, Premier ain't sending the beat. Like, Premier is collecting everything. So I know that.
How many songs did he do with Premier after that record?
Bro, he didn't live after that record. He was dead when the record came out. What kind of question is that? He was dead.
Antone,
you know what I'm saying? He was dead, bro.
Antone said there wouldn't have been no more, but
I don't know how. Premier is Premier, but I'm saying everybody else did. Jay did records with Premier. Nas did. Everybody continued to do records with Premier. I don't think. Biggie was one. Because here's my thing about Big.
Why would Biggie diss Premier though?
But why? But this is what I'm saying. Him dissing Wu-Tang don't make no sense. Like, it don't make no sense.
I'm not saying I agree with it.
I've never heard Big talk bad about anybody other than Kwame. Like, other than Tupac and Kwame.
Did he mention them by name in this song?
When he said life is played out like Kwame and then Polka Dots. That like that. And Tupac, they're the only two people I know Big to talk about on the record.
Wouldn't even consider that a diss. That was a observation and a factual statement.
Mid West Coast East Coast beef. He shouted out Snoop. Like, Big was player. I don't see Big.
That's what I said. I've always taken that
to do it.
The only thing I've ever heard was what Busta Rhymes just said. And
but I'm saying, and that's somebody he had beef with, right? But that's what I'm saying. That's somebody he had beef with. But I'm saying, like, other than Pac and Kwame, I've never known him. I've never heard of him or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, even when he was doing that East Coast, West Coast,
that always raised his value. That always raised his value in my eyes. It was just like he didn't. I think he wanted to. And I hate bringing up this name. I don't know why I hate bringing it up. It's the facts. But I think the fact that Sean Combs kind of kept him calm and was like, man, don't mess with the money. Let's just keep it calm. But then all kind of conspiracies about why he did anything that he did now that just makes you question so much. So let me ask y'all, who won though? Who won out of the Kendrick and J. Cole battle?
I wasn't there. I can't judge it. It'd be hearsay.
Who won out of Chris Brown and Quavo?
I'm disqualifying Quavo.
Why?
For using a takeoff verse.
Ooh.
I'm disqualifying. And his takeoff verse was better than his on his diss record. So I gotta take.
You're not talking about You're not talking about the response to Chris Brown, then, huh?
Was that the original? Is that the original?
No, I'm talking about the recent one. Like, Chris Brown talked to that dude.
The one where he just called him a crackhead and all that.
Yeah.
Takeoff is at the beginning of that song.
Okay, so was that a verse?
I'll send it to you. I'm gonna send it to you. You can listen to it. You tell me.
But I think he was mad that he referenced Takeoff. But
I'm disqualifying him for that. I feel like, because that was so gangster. It's not fair. So I got disqualified for that. I think bar for bar. I gotta give it to bar for bar. I had to give it to Chris Brown. His bars were better than Quavo. But I've never known Quavo to, like, that's what I'm saying, right? Like,
well, that's why he should have stayed in the house. That's what Chris was telling me.
And like, when was the last time somebody dissed somebody and it was actually like, oh, I dissed you, do something? Like, when's the last time that really happened?
Man, let's cover these.
Somebody phone dinging.
Hey, let's do the we're gonna do comments real quick. Credit Lady. Daniel,
I tuned in late.
C stand for credit. You know what I'm saying?
It don't.
No, I know it doesn't, but I'm doing what I'm saying.
Danielle credit. That's terrible. She gonna hate me for that. She said, I tuned in late, so I'm catching up. I have heard of grass allergies. Thank you, Danielle. I'm glad I'm not on this island by myself with these two heathens.
Playing football? If you got grass allergies, why would you be playing football?
I didn't say.
I'm going to let him finish, and then I'm going to respond to Danielle and Mr. Scotty Knox.
Stop. You don't have to. We don't. We just wanted her to put her 2 cents in. We're not gonna gang up on the guest. We can't. I can't let you do it.
No, I'm not ganging up on her.
Nate Dogg is classified as a rapper. He just sang most of his rhymes.
Thank you,
Chris Brown. First of all, her wrap up is amazing. She get 10 points for this wrap up right here.
Listen,
she wrapped up our whole show
and
in 3 sentences.
And she was 2 out of 3. That allergy thing, I just want to say, Danielle, even though the medical field may have interpreted or termed that there are grass allergies, I refuse to believe it. I think that they've just made something up so they can give you some more, so they can prescribe you something, some more antihistamines.
Baby Bird says she allergic to grass.
She ain't allergic to no grass.
You knew about these like that. You leave her alone.
I rebuke it in the name of all hygienics.
You leave her.
No, my daughter do have some allergies, so I can't argue that. But I stand on my point that it's something in the grass. Hey, it ain't the grass. It's
4/24/24. Alexis deserve a holiday. That was amazing. That was one of the best things I enjoyed all year. That was great. Her showing up No, you was talking real greasy about the grass allergy. She showed up real quick.
And it'll still slide too. I mean, and that meter still slide too. So I'm just, my point, she's saying the same thing other people are saying. There are grass allergies. I'm saying it's something else. And I just don't believe that you're allergic to grass. It may be something in the grass, because you're not allergic to all grasses. It could be a certain type of pollen.
What is in grass?
Something. Huh? Chloroform.
Everywhere. So if it's pollen, I mean, to some degree, people are allergic to pollen.
Some. Because some people are allergic to certain. Okay, how come everybody break out? How come every... You know, yeah, and I don't understand, because I'm like, I know kids are like, I done been in grass and got itchy, but I ain't got no allergy. I feel like they just weakened everybody.
And
you
so
know what?
If you
that's
eat crab,
what it is, Antone.
Crab
these
meat,
newer kids, immune systems is weak like wet noodles, and it comes out like that.
Hey man,
they ain't played in the dirt. They hadn't played in the dirt. They ain't bumped their heads enough. They ain't scratched their knees.
You gotta put them outside.
Man, exactly. They ain't well done, man. They not well done.
Break your leg, go get tetanus, and come back in and be a normal.
I got a question.
They ain't rub no tussin on nothing.
Hold on. You know what? I figured it out. You know what the problem is?
What is it?
No, these parents, they got, you know how you had like in-house dogs, like they got in-house children, like they their parents ain't made it. I mean, their children ain't made it. Be outside.
It started when they start putting leashes on them kids, man.
You can keep them outside for about 35 minutes. They're gonna be at the back door scratching, like, let me in. This too much. I can't do it. I need some water. I need anything.
All right,
man. My baby bird is not helping me at all.
When you get from under the bus, bring the spare.
Alexis Butler says, my eczema will flare up. I am.
See?
You know this, Dad. I do, but I don't want to accept it, baby.
You said I won't die, though.
This is what I need.
Oh, my gosh. But did you die, though?
I need Alexis to go roll around in the front lawn. No, I need Butler to record it, and I need both of y'all to tag me with the results.
See, you just took a step back. Because that's what she's not going to do, and she's mad that you suggested it.
I mean, listen, man.
It'll come up in the comments. Watch.
Listen, man, anything for the brand. Cool. You know what I'm saying?
Keep it cool, baby bird. You all right. He just having fun.
Anything for the brand.
Man, what Princess at? Because if I'd have said that to her, she'd have been 2 steps from cussing.
You know, she would have been cussing. She just wouldn't have typed the cuss words, but she definitely would have been cussing. She cussed more than anybody I know. I probably shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry.
You shouldn't have. You gonna
get
a call.
I'm gonna pay for that. My phone gonna ring before the show over. We got 5 minutes left.
I know, man. Antone, what you, man? Anything you wanted to ask or say or bring to the people in our final portion?
Listen, I was technically gonna answer Scott's question about the big disc, but
go ahead.
But go ahead.
Right, go ahead. So the line, it wasn't like all the way out about Premier, but it was subsequently about him through J. Rue. So what was the damn line?
I know he was searching. I knew it.
I found it.
I said he's gonna get these facts. I said he's gonna get these. He's gonna put this puzzle together.
Listen. I'm gonna find it. So what was the line? Son, I'm surprised you run with them. I think they got coming them because they nothing but dicks trying to blow up like nitro and dynamite sticks. So supposedly,
and I smoke hydro rock diamonds.
Hypothetically, this is a shot at J. Rue. He was talking to DJ Premier when he says, "I'm surprised you run with them because J. Rue is his man," implying J. Rue wants to blow up like Big did. It was like, but he was at this song.
That would be one. That's one of them. That's one of them new age disses. It's a reach.
It's a reach.
See, you can accept that because it's very subjective on who he was talking about. He didn't say anything specifically that would point out Premier what he was known for.
But real talk, I don't think Big ever said anybody's name. It was just whatever he did. He did say Pac.
He said Pac more than once.
He said he referenced he said anybody else outside. Can he say anybody else's name outside of Pac?
Too. And Kwame. I'm telling you.
He said Kwame name. Because I don't know if he hated. I don't know.
Unbelievable. That was another Premier record.
He played like Kwame and the fucking polka dot. Yeah, he did.
Produced by Premier. Come on, man.
I'm gonna say this to the viewers. Man, do y'all see how these dudes just pulling lyrics out their head from 1998? This is what I sometimes I just sit back and listen because somebody who don't do that, do that is
I love Big. Listen, I've gotten the pleasure of working.
Don't matter, man. It could be the dude it could be an artist out there that had a one-hit wonder. Y'all probably could quote Vanilla Ice right now. And it's not Ice Baby, some other song. It get ridiculous and sometimes a little bit frustrating. And I'd be like, man, I don't know what trap door they got in their brain about this music.
Because
it went right. Yeah, exactly. And so. But anyway, let me read Danielle. She says, now I agree with Butler. When I first heard it, I was like, how can someone be allergic to grass? It's everywhere. Come on, credit
now listen,
lady.
I'm not disagreeing with y'all. I just wanted to know
8:30
because I know you boys. I know you gentlemen play football. You know what I'm saying? At the you know what I'm saying? High school. Divim, I don't know if you played in college, but either or.
Listen, after college, I want to see what my knees can do, even after.
Well, but what I'm saying is, right, as people who have been around the game, I know y'all have been around the game longer than me. So when I had heard that, I just wanted to know if y'all had ever really come across that, because I am agreeing with y'all that, like, and this is what I'm saying. Patrice O'Neal said it best, man. We dinosaurs. Like, we are dinosaurs, and people are gonna make us feel crazy because we like the stuff we grew up on.
Make it make sense is all I'm saying. Like, grass been around, and we've been playing in it. We do picnics. It's all type of events that happen outside. Now all of a sudden we're allergic to outside.
But what I'm saying is, right, think about it. At the end of the day, it's not that
we have become that way, Antone. It was
listen, that's a very broad stroke. Yes, I know I'm being broad with the stroke, but really, we allergic to outside. I can't breathe
here's
this.
here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Out my elbow. I don't get it.
Here's the part y'all leaving out, both of y'all, right?
We not leaving out nothing.
It's no, for real. I'm so serious what I'm about to say.
No, go ahead. Okay,
right?
I'm listening, bro.
It's the parents. It's the parents.
No,
man,
listen, Knox. We saying the same thing, bro. We saying the same thing. They didn't make kids very soft, and they had. Because listen, what did they say about COVID? I'm just bringing it around. They said you need to be, and we do this. You know what a flu shot is? It's a little bit of the flu, so your body can recognize it, start attacking it. So if you do get it, it will attack those. It'll attack the flu that's in your body. The virus it's in your body. Is it a virus or the virus that's in your body? It's with everything in life. And if you're allergic to grass, you ain't had a chance to go out and let your skin get used to grass.
But this is what I'm saying.
And it points to what Knox is saying. These
build immune systems.
Huh?
Kids don't go outside and play and put dirt in their mouth no more.
Which is what Knox is saying.
Do you remember, man? Do y'all remember like the little mailers they used to put in your mailbox? Be like, "Have you seen me?" Did y'all get those? Okay.
The joint used to be outside the milk carton, but they put them in the mail. Yeah, I remember.
They start putting them in like the "Have you seen me?" Right, and then they have like the "You've been missing for 12 years, and this what you might look like now."
Yeah, where this going? I gotta see where you're going.
No, but this why I
now, hold on, let him go where he's going, Anton.
Because I'm saying
let him go where he's going.
Bro, we grew up in the era of they used to put missing kids in your mailbox, and your parents would still let you get on a bike and go as far as it could take you. Straight up, right? To where's the lie? And now these parents got their kid location, and they kids still can't go nowhere.
Kids got a cell phone.
Bro, I used to be able to go 2-3 miles from my house. I go as far as my bike. If I could get into some foolishness, I'm with it on my bike. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna tell all the stories, but I know.
But I'm saying that to say
this comment is for Knox.
What? Excuse me?
Yeah.
What I do?
What you think she referring to?
I don't know. Her rolling in the grass.
You already knew. Why you act like you don't know? I know your mind. Listen, you got to steal trap up there. I know you knew. Use your contact clue, brother. I know you don't know.
Anything for the brand. Anything for. Listen, I can't wait.
Oh, hold on, Anton.
Yes.
What do you think of this statement? I can say anything about somebody.
Oh boy!
If I know that it's not true.
I can say anything.
I rest my case. Y'all see that wrinkly part in the forehead? It answered all.
Hold on.
That's a setup. That's a setup.
I want to understand the statement. I can say anything about somebody if I know that it's not true.
Yes, you stated it right. You heard it correct.
Can I give you some context now? So this guy can stop.
You know what? It's 102. Hey, thank you everybody for coming. It's been a great show. Now go ahead. I'm just messing with you.
Line stepper.
Go ahead.
I had to hit you with it.
He's a habitual line stepper.
I had to hit you with it. You bogus. I had to hit you with it.
Hey, go ahead. So this explanation, Knox.
Please give me the context, because
this is all I'm saying, right? All I'm saying is, as a guy who comes from the old school way of talking about,
don't set all that other stuff up. Just explain your context.
If I can make a joke about you, right? As long as it's not true. Right? So for example, right? Like
you see how he said like it's just an innocent thing. It's just
I can make a joke about you if it's not true.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So
if you scored on somebody, wouldn't it normally be something to bring attention to whatever the
But that's my point, right? So what I'm saying is I'm not using anything that is real against you. I am completely pulling something out of the air that is not true at all, but it might fit for whatever we're talking about in the moment. But it's not true.
You know what's scary?
That I can explain it.
That I'm almost accepting it.
Because it's legit.
No, because you have demonstrated pulling things just completely out of the air.
So, like, okay.
So
what I'm saying,
this is intriguing. Give me an example.
All I'm saying is, right, like, I would never make a fat joke about somebody who was fat, right? Like, it's the truth. That's too easy.
So
right?
You would make a skinny joke about somebody?
I might make a joke that is funny, right? And it may have nothing to do with any of that, but whatever avenue I decide to go down, I'm not going to use something that's an actual handicap to you
or an affliction. I get that.
Exactly. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I say, as long as we all know it ain't true, right? I could say it.
I can say what up.
But let me add this, Antone.
See, look, he laughed. Now he digested it. It makes sense. You see, it makes sense.
Look. No, don't try to sell that wolf ticket.
I'm processing.
Antone. So what I would add is think of it if something subjective is said. Not see, if somebody's fat. So if somebody's fat or if they're skinny, that's one thing. Well, what if he implies on your sexuality or on your attitude or
he knows your sexuality?
He doesn't know, and the people around don't know, and he makes a quirk about your sexuality.
Now, when have I ever made a joke?
I'm using something that would apply.
Know, but I'm saying I wouldn't do it in a setting where people don't know you. You get what I'm saying?
I think a podcast is one of those settings, is what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? So forgive me.
Hey, man, this just me and you. Hey, this just me and you talking. It's just a lot of people listening, dog. See the difference?
You see how he... Hold on, Antone. You see what he just said? Did you see what he just said, Antone?
How you got no effects, though, Doc? That ain't cool. You got to...
Hey, Butler got the same box. He just won't take 5 minutes to do it.
Okay, listen. But people who don't know the person being made fun of,
line step.
Say, go ahead. Stop. Go ahead, Antone. Say it again, Antone.
So, but people who don't know the person being made fun of won't know you're lying, so the joke will sound truthful.
Credit lady. No, but this is my point, right? Lady. But I'm not making a joke in front of unfamiliar company.
Thank you, Danielle. Thank you, Danielle, credit lady. Danielle, the credit lady.
So for example, right? Hold on. Let me use this as an example, right? So let's say hypothetically speaking, right? I make a joke. This is about the best way that I could put it, where this is like getting close to the line, right?
Okay.
Like, let's say I make a joke about the women Butler be hanging out with, hypothetically speaking, right? Or a woman or a female.
I'm sorry.
And no, listen. And this is what I'm saying. Hold on. Let me say this. Let me say this before I get done. Hold on. I'm saying. But this is what I'm saying. I don't know, right? So, like, I don't know anything about, like, me and Butler don't do anything.
Daniel says no more examples, bro. No.
Listen. When we hang out, right? What I'm saying is, when me and Butler hang out, right? It's usually like it's fellas time. You know what I'm saying? So it's we watching UFC, we watching football, we watching basketball, we doing something, right? Where normally it's me, him. You know what I mean? It's fellas. It's, and everybody is separate from whoever they date, or whoever they, what I'm saying, hanging out with. So that's why I say I could joke about something like that, because I have no idea what his situation is. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if he's single and he ain't talking to nobody. I don't know if, you know what I mean? Like, he is out here serial dating. I don't know what he doing. I don't get into it. But if I had an opportunity to make a joke at his expense and we hanging with the homies, I'm doing it. Why wouldn't I? It's a joke. There's no truth to it at all.
And you know what? And the cross-pollination of friends or associates is where this occurs. People
y'all
met
know
you
me,
for the
man.
first time. People have met you for the first time. Exactly, bruh.
Hey man, I'm standing on business like Shawan
I know
say.
he is.
Standing on business like Shawan say.
And I'm gonna tell y'all, this is not to change Knox's mind, because that is if I can change Knox's mind, then I'm running for president and I'll get all this fixed for everybody. And we know that is the far cry, because I don't like people enough for that.
Hey man,
I like to tell the truth, and I can't lie. So I definitely won't be in politics.
If it ain't true, I might say it.
Man.
If it ain't true, I might say it. It's not true.
That's not.
I just think it's interesting. It's interesting.
It's not true.
My partner's like, man, I will, cause Butler like them big women. And that's an example of something he would say. He like them big like that. They be like, oh, Butler like big. Don't get me wrong. I ain't saying I don't like big women. I say, man, why you pick up your briefcase, man? What's going on? Why you pick up your document holder?
Cause that's funny. Cause that's funny, and we all know it's not true. And we all know it's not true. See what I'm saying?
But that's the thing. I don't.
Did he not just prove my point? Did he not just prove my point?
I'm trying to stay on the camera, but I'm trying.
Listen, is that not
Butler like because Antone like them old ladies. He like them to be, a new grandmamas or something like that.
Come on, Silver Fox. We're gonna go in the morning to the YMCA Silver Fox. We're gonna get one of them dance classes.
See, that's how you do.
Get behind Big Mama right there.
Myrtle, let's talk about the way you drag that oxygen tank, baby. Make me just
hey man, listen. And you know who down to play wingman? I'm the ultimate wingman, man. Y'all already know. Take me down to the Silver Fox track. We'll get it popping.
Oh my God, man, this is hilarious. Anyway, Licks, man, we over time, but we have a good time. Hey man, it's Wednesday. It's hump day. Knox, we had a fight at the beginning, man, but you came through. Antone, we want to thank you, man, for joining us here on Is It Wednesday Yet? We want to give a shout out to our co-host, Adrian Shawan. Hopefully she's making multi-million-dollar deals, taking care of business, what she had to do today, not to be here. So we expect her back. Looking forward to that. Hey, thank y'all. Hey, hit the like button if you would, please, on whatever social platform that you're on. Share the show. Subscribe to the network. Subscribe to Is It Wednesday Yet? And we do have a group on Facebook, so you can definitely go on there. Go on to TikTok, subscribe and follow us there. Hit the like buttons. Go to the BS3 network and do the same. Hey, we appreciate you. Thank you. We'll see you next Wednesday here on Is It Wednesday Yet?
That Gemini
said Methodist. Watch one's close, peep game and definite is what they bring to the table to gain a detriment. When they show them true self, use it as evidence. Bar at the top, man, nothing but excellence.
See everybody talking like they doing what we doing, but these brothers is rare and they ain't moving like we moving. And everywhere we go, when we walking, women choosing. Don't hate, wow. It's alright, yeah. So don't hate, wow. It's alright, yeah. So don't hate, wow.
Yeah.